All right. Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing today? My name is Abigail, and I also have here with me Ashley.
Hi guys, I'm Ashley.
And today we are super excited to show you guys how to create and launch your most successful group program ever. So this is content we've actually never taught in a free class before. We usually reserve this for the members of That Clean Life. So today we're bringing you a strategy that we've never taught for free. So we're really excited about this, and we're going to dive right into things here, guys. So we're going to turn off our cameras so we can get into the content. All right. So like I said, guys, we never covered this material in one of our free webinars before. Up until this point, this content has been for That Clean Life members only. But if you've been following us here at That Clean Life for a while now, then you know that we believe in teaching everything we know. So today we're going to share a super simple formula that will help you put together an epic group program. And guys, this formula is tried, tested, and true. We only teach what we know actually works and what we've seen work out in the real world. And today we're going to do just that so you can launch your most successful group program ever. So Ashley, why don't you tell us what's on the agenda for today?
Okay, so we have a lot to cover today, but the agenda is actually pretty simple. First thing that we're going to be covering is the LCP strategy for creating and launching a sold out group program. LCP, you're going to hear us say it a lot today. It stands for Lead, Challenge, and Program. And after we've covered this strategy and you know exactly how you are going to create your next group program, Abigail and I are going to answer all of your questions. We know that you guys love our Q&A sessions, so we made sure to schedule lots of time for that. So as we are talking, make sure that you pop your questions into the Q&A box. The chat box tends to get really noisy, so use that Q&A box as you go, and then we're going to open that up at the end and answer all of your questions. So our goal for you today is that you're going to leave this webinar with a solid plan to sell out your next group nutrition program so you can grow your business, impact more lives, and of course, make more money. But first things first, we actually need something from you, and that is implementation, because nothing pains us more than giving you a solution to grow your nutrition businesses, and then we turn around and learn that you never put it into action, you didn't actually use it. Total bummer. And we know that you want to help more people. We know that you want to transform more lives through nutrition. And we know that you want to grow your business and make more money. So all we are asking from you today is that you commit to implementing what we teach you. So are you guys committed to that? Are you going to implement everything that you learned today? If so, and if we have a deal, give us a big yes in the chat box. Let us know that you're here with us. Let us know that you are on board and you are ready and excited to learn and then take massive action. Oh my gosh, amazing. Love seeing all of these yeses pop in. We've got Bernie, Katie, Krista, Lori. I can't even keep up with the chat box. You guys
This
are
is nuts.
awesome. Beautiful. This is exactly
great.
what we were hoping for. Okay,
and,
cool.
Welcome to those of you who are just tuning in here. I see we've got hundreds of you guys coming out for this today, so we're super excited. And welcome to those of you guys who are just coming in late as well.
Yeah, as you're rolling in, if you want to pop an intro into the chat box, say hi, let us know where you're tuning in from. We love that. Oh my gosh, we have people from Australia. I'm sure you guys are like curled up with a cup of coffee right now. It's super early for you. All right, amazing. So now that we're all on the same page, we've got everyone tuned in and more people rolling in still. Let's talk a little bit about how today came to be. So before we dive right in, we'll just cover exactly how all of this happened and how we put this course or this training together. So running That Clean Life means that we get to help thousands of nutrition professionals all over the world, as you can see from our chat box right now, every single day, which is pretty awesome, and we totally love it. And a few years ago, the hottest topic coming up was group nutrition programs. And there's good reason for this, because group programs are a simple way to scale your business, see more clients at once instead of one-on-one. So to help, we started releasing blogs, webinars, and boot camps to help our members start or become better at running group nutrition programs. And through all of that, we landed on a method to create and launch a program that was so powerful. We thought, imagine how many health professionals we could help if we put this concept into a step-by-step formula. And that's exactly what we did. And that's what we call the LCP strategy. We started teaching this strategy to our members. And here's just one of many examples of the results. So Katie is a nutritionist. She's a member of that Clean Life, and she used that Clean Life to create a 5-day dinner meal plan, which she used as her lead magnet. That's the L in LCP. She promoted this as a free download, and she grew her email list from 0 to 76 people over the course of 2 weeks. Then Katie used that Clean Life to create a 5-day meals from home challenge. So the C in LCP. She promoted this free challenge to her mailing list, and 50 people of those 76 signed up to participate. And then at the end of her free challenge, Katie offered all of her participants a seat in her upcoming program, that's the P if you're following, which cost $250 to join. So there you have it. You can see it in action, the LCP strategy, lead to challenge to program. And in the end, 9 people decided to take part in Katie's paid group program, which means that her first program ever generated an extra $2,250 in income. And not only that, but Katie actually generated even more income from the free challenge because some participants converted into one-on-one clients or hired her for meal planning rather than taking part in her group program. So it had a spillover effect, which gave her business a huge boost, especially since she was just starting out. So tell us, based on that, are you excited to learn how you can achieve these exact same results yourself and run an epic sold-out group nutrition program? If the answer is yes, let us know in the chat right now because we are so excited to teach this to you guys today. Awesome. I am loving the energy in this room right now. You guys are the absolute best. Okay, so a spoiler alert. At the end of this training, we have a super special bonus offer, which has been designed to help you guys implement everything that you learn here today. So if you want help with implementation and you stay until the very end, we'll be letting you know how you can take advantage of that. We're going to be revealing it at the end after we've covered everything else. So just make sure that you stick around to hear more about that. And if all of that sounds good to you guys and you are ready to go, let us know in the chat. And I'm going to turn things back over to Abigail to get this party started.
All right, guys, this is awesome. I see you guys in the chat. Keep that energy up. Keep the questions coming in the Q&A box. This is going to be great. So as mentioned today, we are covering our LCP strategy for group programs. And as you've already learned, LCP stands for Lead Challenge Program. So this is a 3-step process. And here's a really quick overview. So first, you're going to create a lead magnet related to the topic of your group program, and you're going to use that to build your email list. Then you're going to run a free challenge related to the topic of your group program and promote it to your list, your leads, right? And then at the end of this challenge, you're going to announce your upcoming paid group program. You're going to convert your leads into paying participants. You're going to run the program. After that, get feedback, upsell your participants to other services you might offer, and repeat. So yes, it sounds like a lot, but we're going to be breaking it down step by step to show you just how simple this strategy can be. So first, let's do some planning because guys, the LCP strategy only works if you're clear on the details. So first, I want you to answer some really important questions that will help bring you clarity on your group program. So here are the key questions you need to answer in order to outline the details of your group program. You're going to want to ask yourself, who is this program for and what problem will it solve for them? You're going to want to ask, what will you call your group program? So giving it a title. How long will the program run for? So the length. What is your group program going to include? Like, will it include recipes or meal plans? And finally, how much will it cost to participate in the program? So once you've hashed out all the important details of your group nutrition program, then you will be ready to use the LCP strategy. So get clear on the details first, answer these questions, and then you can dive into the strategy. So I'm going to turn things back over to Ashley again to talk about the L of LCP.
Okay, yes. So as soon as you have total clarity on the details of your group program, it's time to start attracting leads. L stands for leads. Without leads, you have no one to market your program to, and therefore no one's going to buy it, which is definitely not ideal, right? So in order to build a list full of leads, we want you to create an amazing lead magnet. Let us know in the chat, just a quick yes or no, how many of you guys already have a lead magnet in place today? Crickets and a few no's. Okay, a few yeses too. Awesome. So let's quickly talk, for those of you guys who are answering no, and define what we mean when we say a lead magnet. So a lead is a person who may become a paying client, and a magnet is something that attracts them. So a lead magnet is a free piece of content that you will give away to attract potential clients to give you their email address. Once they have expressed interest in your offering and you have their email address, then they're on your list and they are officially a lead. That's pretty much all there is to it. Does that make sense? So we've been helping health professionals create lead magnets for years now. And because of that, we have learned that there are two super effective lead magnets that work. The first is meal plans. The second is recipe books. Sounds super easy, right? But not any meal plan or any recipe book is going to do. So you need to create your lead magnet very, very intentionally so that it speaks specifically to your ideal clients. And in order for your lead magnet to attract your ideal clients, here's a quick checklist of all of the things that it needs to do. It needs to solve a problem that your ideal client has and deliver a quick win for them. It needs to be specific to your niche market so that you are attracting the right leads, and it needs to be quick for them to consume. Your lead magnet needs to provide value, be instantly accessible, and demonstrate your area of expertise. So when you're creating your lead magnet, I want you to come back to this checklist and ensure that it checks all of those boxes. Now that you know what a lead magnet is and all the qualities it must have, let's go over an example of an amazing lead magnet, okay? So let's say that your ultimate goal in your business is to sell out your 30-day Hashimoto's healing program. You'll need to build an email list full of young women who have been recently diagnosed with Hashimoto's. So that is your target market. That is your ideal client. Now, remember when we said that a meal plan or a recipe book makes a great lead magnet? We put together two examples of how you could use either to appeal to this specific niche market. So lead magnet idea number one is a 3-day Hashimoto's friendly meal plan, and lead magnet idea number two is a Hashimoto's friendly cookbook. You can see how either of these lead magnets would attract high quality leads because you can almost guarantee that every single person who downloads that resource and joins your email list is a potential client for your full Hashimoto's focused group program, right? Because all of those lead magnets are related to Hashimoto's disease. So we really cannot emphasize this enough. It is beyond important that your lead magnet is related to the problem that your group program is solving so that you attract the right people. You don't want to attract as many people as possible. You want to attract as many of the right people as possible. So like I said, L is the first step. It's the lead of our LCP strategy. And it's the first step for a reason. You have to start your lead magnet and get it up and running as soon as possible so that you can grow your email list full of ideal clients. And when you have an email list full of ideal clients who are interested in the problem that you solve, marketing your group nutrition program is going to be a lot easier. Believe us, we have seen so many people use this in action. Okay, so I covered L. Abigail, back to you, and you can cover the C of our LCP strategy.
Okay, so C stands for challenge, and here we're talking about running a free challenge. So first, let's address the elephant in the room. You're probably wondering, why would you run a free challenge if your goal is to sell your paid group program? So I totally get, guys, that this strategy might sound counterintuitive, but hear me out here, because a free challenge will really pique the interest of your ideal client, and it gives them a chance to get to know, like, and trust you. And only once people know, like, and trust you will they be ready to buy from you. So a free challenge is the perfect way to develop relationships before you ask people to hand over their hard-earned cash. So creating a free challenge can be super simple. So simply take the topic of your group program and turn that into a 3 or a 5-day mini challenge. So for example, let's say your group program is a 28-day real food reset program. Maybe your free challenge is a 5-day real food breakfast smoothie challenge, where you challenge participants to make a smoothie for 5 days in a row. So see how that kind of takes your big challenge and turns it into something more digestible, more bite-sized over the course of 5 days. That's what you're going to do for your free challenge. So once you've chosen the topic, you're going to create the materials for your free challenge. So for our 5-day real food breakfast smoothie challenge, we could create a smoothie recipe book that all participants will get when they sign up. If you already created a meal plan or a recipe book as your lead magnet, you can absolutely use that to guide the participants through your group program. And you might also want to open up a private Facebook group for your free challenge so that the participants have somewhere where they can talk to one another. And then finally, you're going to need a way for people to sign up, right? So to keep it really simple, if you're just starting out, just ask people to email you to sign up. Or if you're more advanced, you're more tech savvy, you can create an opt-in page. And then finally, announce your free challenge to your email list that you've been building and across other platforms you have available to you, like social media or maybe your local community center. You want to tell people what your free challenge is, how it will help them, and what they get and how to sign up. So I want you to hype it up big time. You want to get as many people participating in this free challenge as possible. So in the end, you can convert them into paying clients. So when your free challenge begins, I want you to give your participants everything you've got. So don't hold anything back in your free challenge because it's free. Instead, I want you to show them how awesome you are and make it clear that you are the person that can help them solve their health problems. Leave them wanting more from you. And then at the end of your free challenge, when all your participants are feeling awesome and they've seen how awesome you are and the results you can get them, bam, hit them with an offer to join your upcoming paid group nutrition program that they just can't refuse. So you've spent the last few days building trust with these people and showing them how much value you can add to their lives. And now is the time to convert them into paying clients. Okay, turning things back to you, Ashley. Tell us what happens next.
Okay, so we are on the last step. So we've got L, we've got C, now let's cover P, and this stands for program. So this is when you finally get paid for all the time and energy that you've invested already in outlining and creating your group program, creating and promoting your lead magnet, and running that free challenge. This is the part in the strategy where you launch that program and fill it up with excited clients and get an awesome return on all of those investments. So to help you ensure a super successful launch, we've got you covered, as always, with a super awesome launch checklist. So listen up, because these are the essential steps. First, as we've already covered, you're going to announce your program to your free challenge participants with a super special bonus offer. After that, you can get the word out about your program by announcing it to your mailing list, writing blog posts related to the topic of your group program, sharing it on social media. You can do live streams on like Facebook or Instagram, information sessions, and sending out final reminders to your email list. And then once that sign up deadline arrives, it's time to switch from marketing mode into practitioner mode. And this is everyone's default mode, right? So this is the easy part. This is where you run your program. This is when you get to put on your leadership hat and lead the participants through your program day by day, week by week, give them all the coaching they need to succeed. Your main goal while running the program should be to keep your participants engaged, provide them with a ton of value, and ensure that they get the results that you have promised. Your job is always to make your clients successful. And while you guide your participants through the program, you should be totally switched on, super attentive to everyone's needs, questions, anything that they might need from you. So plan out in advance how you're going to be keeping people engaged on a day-to-day basis, whether it's in person, if you're doing an in-person program, through email or through your private Facebook group. Really go the extra mile throughout your entire program. Pull out all the stops to make this an amazing experience for everyone who signed up. And then last, but certainly not least, when your program comes to an end, you've got to get feedback, upsell, and repeat. So as you wrap up your program, you have 3 big opportunities, and you need to take advantage of all of them. First, collect feedback and testimonials. You need that for yourself, and you need that for your future marketing. Tell your participants how they can continue working with you, because some of them might want to. And then take that feedback and make your program even better in preparation for the next round, because you are going to run this again.
Okay, guys, so there you have it, our super simple LCP strategy for group programs. So now I want to give you some examples of how this strategy might look for you depending on your niche market or your ideal client. So let's say your ideal clients are women who have recently been diagnosed with Hashimoto's disease. So let's go through this example of using the LCP strategy. So your lead magnet could be something like a recipe book called 10 Healthy Snacks from Women with Hashimoto's. So you'd create this lead magnet, and then you'd use it to build your list full of women with Hashimoto's disease. Then you could run a free challenge for those leads, like a 5-day eating for Hashimoto's challenge. And then after your free challenge, you upsell the participants to your paid program, which is something like a 30-day Hashimoto's plan to lower antibodies. Okay, another example. Let's say your ideal clients are men with low testosterone. Perhaps your lead magnet is a recipe book called 5 Testosterone Boosting Breakfast Recipes. Once you've created this lead magnet and used it to grow your email list, you can run a free challenge, like a 5-day testosterone boosting food challenge. Then at the end of that challenge, you upsell the participants to your paid 21-day program to increase testosterone and energy levels. And one more example, let's say your ideal clients are breastfeeding moms. Your lead magnet could be called 8 Delicious Smoothies to Increase Mama's Milk, or 8 Easy Breakfasts to Increase Mama's Milk Supply. Once you've used this to collect leads, you could run a free challenge for these leads called something like 5-day Supercharge Your Milk Supply Challenge. And then after this challenge, you can upsell the participants to your paid program called 3-week simple meal planning program for breastfeeding mamas. So you guys see how this kind of all flows together? This is the LCP strategy. You've seen it in action now. And tell me, guys, were these examples helpful? Is this all starting to click for you? How are you feeling about this strategy? Let us know in the chat. Are you still following along here? We hope that this helps you see that running a group program does not need to be complicated. If you follow these steps, you can create, launch, and run a successful group nutrition program very easily. You just have to have the right strategy in place. Okay, now time for a question for you all. I want you to all pop into the chat box, all hundreds of you guys who are here. I want to hear from you right now. And I want to know how many of you are feeling kind of overwhelmed right now at the thought of having to create a lead magnet, a free challenge, and a group program. So be honest. Do you feel like you've got this? Are you overwhelmed? We know this is a lot to take in. So I see a lot of overwhelmed in the chat. Some of you guys are feeling confident, saying this is awesome, a little bit. Okay, so good news. we wouldn't teach you a strategy that's overwhelming, right, guys? We believe in making this as simple as possible. So we're going to show you how you can apply this strategy to create an epic group nutrition program from start to finish using that Clean Life. So are you guys interested in me taking you right into that Clean Life so I can show you how this all works, how you can create all of this using that Clean Life? If so, I want you to give me a let's go in the chat box, and I can show you the entire LCP strategy in action. And if not, we can go right to the Q&A. Okay, let's go. I see a lot of them. Amazing. I'm super excited to show you guys around. So give me 1 second here. All right, Ashley, can you just let me know if you can see my screen okay?
Yeah, so we're looking good.
Okay, perfect. So how many of you guys know what that Clean Life is? Let me know in the chat box if you're familiar with that Clean Life. How many members do we have in the house right now? Okay, we have a lot of members in the house. How many of you guys are not members? Let me know in the chat. Okay, we've got a few non-members. Amazing. So we've got a mix here. So real quick, for those of you guys who don't know what that Clean Life is, that Clean Life is a nutrition planning platform for health professionals. And we help you create personalized nutrition resources so you don't have to spend hours doing it. So basically, you come onto that Clean Life, you upload your logo in your account settings. I'll take you in there right now. You upload your logo under My Business. Once you've done this, everything that you export from that Clean Life is going to have your personal branding and your business information on it. So we help you create really beautiful PDF resources. So today, like I said, I'm going to show you how you can use that Clean Life to apply our LCP strategy and create a lead magnet, create a free challenge, and create resources for your paid program. So I want you to go with that last example that I just shared with you and pretend that your ideal client is breastfeeding moms. So let's go with that example. First, let's create a lead magnet that we can use to attract breastfeeding moms, our ideal client. So let's say we're going to create an easy breakfast recipe guide. So guys, I'm gonna head to our recipe gallery. I'm gonna clear out these filters that I was playing with before we went live here. So here you're in our recipe gallery. For those of you who aren't familiar with our recipe gallery, we have over 1,431 recipes right now. We add new recipes to this gallery every single week. So you're constantly getting access to more and more inspiration. Because we get asked this all the time, our recipes are all designed, developed, and tested right here in-house by our team of recipe developers. So each recipe comes with beautiful photography, nutrition information, all that good stuff. So back to creating a lead magnet. So let's say we want to find easy breakfasts for breastfeeding mothers. So obviously you don't want to scroll through thousands of recipes to find those recipes. So you're going to use our filters. So click on filter. And here I'm going to say, I want to look for breakfast recipes. And let's say I also want to find breakfast recipes that contain oats, because oats are great for breastfeeding moms. And let's say flax. So I'll go with ground flaxseed. I'm going to apply those filters, click filter recipes, and I'm going to be shown breakfast recipes that contain oats and ground flax. So see how easy that is. You don't have to spend hours on Google or Pinterest finding the right recipes. Here you are, guys, all lined up for you. So you can start adding these recipes to a collection. I'm going to add to collection, and I'm going to add this to my collection called 8 Breakfasts for Breastfeeding Mamas. So I'm going to add that. I can add anything I want here. Like maybe I want to add the blueberry breakfast crisp, but maybe I want to look at that recipe first. So let's click into it so I can see the directions, the notes, the ingredients, and the nutrition information. So I can click on nutrition to see a full breakdown of this recipe. And also keep in mind, while this recipe makes 4 servings, you can scale this up or down. So if you want to add a recipe that makes 8 servings, you can scale that up. All the ingredients will adjust as you scale that up or down, and add that to your recipe book as well. So let's go back to the recipe gallery. So I found breakfasts that have oats and flax. Let's clear out those filters, and let's say I also want to search for recipes that contain spinach, because spinach is great. And let's say I want to find spinach breakfast recipes and that are like less than 15 minutes. So I can search that way too by time. and I'll be showing recipes that fit those requirements. So I can add like the mushroom and cauliflower rice bowl to my collection of 8 breakfasts for breastfeeding mamas. So you guys can see here how my recipe book is kind of coming together. And then last, I'm going to clear out those filters again. And then let's filter by nutrition information. So here, when you click the nutrition tab, you can filter by things like calories, macros, vitamins, minerals. So let's say I want to look for recipes that are high in calcium. Because that's really important as well for breastfeeding moms. So let's say I want to look for recipes that contain about 100 milligrams of calcium or more, and I can filter recipes that way. So you guys can see how easy it is to quickly narrow these recipes down to find the right nutrients, to find the right number of calories. If you want to look for super easy recipes that take 15 minutes, that's all super easy using that Clean Life. So now let's go into the collections tab and let's look at that 8 breakfasts for breastfeeding mamas. So you can see all the recipes I've added to this here. And now all I need to do to turn this into a lead magnet is export the collection, click on recipes. Totally up to you whether you want to include nutrition information or not. You can choose a cover page. So I'm going to put the blueberry breakfast crisp on the front page cover. And you can also add a brief. So I saw somebody asking in the chat if you should add written information. If you want to add written information with your lead magnet, like an introduction, you can add that here. So you could say, hi, breastfeeding mama. Thanks for downloading my meal plan, or thanks for downloading my recipe book. And you can include that as a personalized message. And then when you're finished, all you need to do is click start export, and you'll download all those recipes into a book. So I downloaded that in advance so I can show you what that looks like. So front page cover will have whatever photo you chose, your logo, which remember guys, I showed you at the start, you upload that in your account settings and we automatically apply that. Same with your name and your website, which is clickable. Next page, I'll zoom in for you here. We'll have whatever notes or written instructions you added. So this is my lead magnet. So I kind of did an intro to myself and why this is easy. I also said, if you love this guide, then you'll love my upcoming free challenge called the 5-Day Supercharge Your Milk Supply Challenge. Learn more about how to sign up here. And I added a link, which is really cool. Next page is going to have all the recipes that you added to the meal plan, the recipe book, all with a nice photo, directions, ingredients, notes. Everything looks nice and professional. Everything is going to have your logo and your personal branding on it to make it look awesome. So see how easy that is, guys? Like, tell me, did you think making a lead magnet is hard? If you did, let me tell you, it's not. When you're using that Clean Life, you can quickly throw a recipe book together with a few clicks, which is pretty amazing. Okay, so that's the lead magnet. Now our lead magnet's done. We can start promoting that, gathering leads. Meanwhile, let's move on to creating our free challenge, which is, say, a 5-day Supercharge Your Milk Supply Challenge. So for this, I'm going to create a meal plan. So I'm going to go to the planner, and I've built this out ahead of time. So 5-day Supercharge Your Milk Supply. I'm going to click into that. So guys, what I did is I just used those filters to find breakfasts, snacks, lunches, dinners that are great for breastfeeding moms. I looked for super simple recipes with minimal ingredients. I kept the snacks really easy, like banana with almond butter, stuff like that. And then same as your lead magnet, when you're ready to go, you just export it as a PDF that you use to guide your free challenge. One really cool thing about our meal plans is you'll see that we always show the daily amount of calories. We add those up for you on the top of every day and a breakdown of macros. If you guys are into a breakdown of percentage of macros, you can click on this little pie icon and we show you that as well. And keep in mind, your grocery list is always being automatically generated based on what you add to the meal plan. So as I add meals to this plan, you can click on list and you get a full grocery list for this particular plan. So that's pretty awesome. You don't have to think about a thing. It's all automated for you. So switching back to the plan, let's say this is ready to go. All you need to do is click export. Same deal as last time. You get to choose what you want to include, the plan, the list, notes, nutrition information. You can choose a cover. So we'll put the lentil masala soup on the front page cover. You can add a note to go on the second page of your free challenge content and then export that. So let's open that up so I can show you what that looks like. So this is the front page cover. Next page will have your notes or special instructions. So because this is a meal plan, I added grocery list tips, shopping tips, recipe tips, and notes about leftovers. And I also added a note here, be sure to join our private Facebook group with a link so that when people open the free challenge content, they can join our free Facebook group. Next page is going to have the meal plan at a glance. This is a 5-day meal plan. Next page is going to have the itemized grocery list. Everything is automatic there, done for you. And next page is going to have all of the recipes that you've added to the meal plan, organized by meal type. So all the breakfasts are going to be first, and then snacks, etc. So there is your 5-day free challenge. It's a meal plan. It's a 5-day supercharge your milk supply meal plan. You can invite people to join your free challenge, head into your Facebook group, and then you run that.
Abby, we have a question from Kira that I would be really awesome to answer. She's asking if you can customize the grocery list. So can you just show us how easy it is to check off an item like, say, water, for example?
Yeah, okay. So let's head to the list for this particular meal plan. So yeah, you can totally customize the grocery list. So let's say you want to stroke off something like, let's look at cold. Let's say you want to remove unsweetened almond milk. Maybe you want to do something else. So I could strike off 2 cups of unsweetened almond milk. When you check it off, those items will not appear on your export, your PDF export. And then you can also add an item to any category. So you can click add item and you can add something else. So like, let's say you, instead of like 2 cups of almond milk, you want to do like 1 carton almond milk or something like that. And you can add that item if you want to change the unit of measure or add something different. But keep in mind, guys, that your grocery list will be automatically generated from the recipes you add to the plan, so you won't want to mess with it too much. Okay, so there you have it. You've created your lead magnet. You've created your free challenge. So what's left, guys? Program. So you can also use that Clean Life to create the materials for your group program. So let's say you're running a program called 3-Week Simple Meal Planning Program for Breastfeeding Mamas. So I'm going to head back to the planner, and I've actually built this out in advance. So I've made 3 weeks of it, simple meal planning program for breastfeeding mamas. So this is week 1. You can also go into recents to see week 2 and week 3. So all you need to do is build these out, and then you can export them as PDFs. So here they are, guys. Here's week 1, here's week 2, and here's week 3. And you can combine PDFs if you prefer. I like to keep the weeks separate because I just find it less overwhelming. But you can export each week, and you've got your materials all ready to go. And that's all you need to run a group program. You don't need anything fancy or elaborate. You can run a group program with just a meal plan, grocery list, and recipes, and then have people follow along, keep them engaged. However you do that, we were talking about Facebook groups are great for programs. And yeah, away you go. So that's how easy it is. So did you guys learn something new? What do you think after seeing that Clean Life in action? Let me know in the chat box how you feel about it now, because I know a lot of you guys are a bit overwhelmed. Okay, 1 second here while I turn my screen share back on. Okay, so hopefully that quick tour of that Clean Life helped you see why we say that the LCP strategy doesn't need to be complicated. Simply use that Clean Life to create your lead magnet, your free challenge, and your group program. It will make your life so much easier. It will save you a ton of time, and it will help you create beautiful resources that will really impress your clients. But still, you might want some guidance and support as you roll this out, right? And that is why we've put together a really amazing bonus offer that will help you take everything you've learned today and implement it with support from both myself and Ashley. So we are really determined to help you take action, because knowing all of this stuff about group programs is really cool. But if you don't actually implement it, it will absolutely do you no good, right? So are you guys interested in learning about the bonus offer that we've put together for you? If so, give me a yes in the chat box and I can give you all the juicy details. Okay, see lots of yeses. You guys are awesome. Let's keep that energy up. Ashley, I'm going to turn things back to you to tell us about this bonus.
Okay, amazing. First, guys, so many amazing questions in the chat. Make sure you pop those in the Q&A box. We're going to open that up and get to all of your questions really soon. But first, let me tell you about this bonus offer. So here's the deal. Our bonus offer is called the Group Nutrition Program Planning Tool and Evaluation. And this is a package that contains the tools, resources, and support that you need to implement the strategies that we've shown you today, plus a lot more that we didn't even get a chance to cover today. So our Group Nutrition Program Planning Tool and Evaluation is available to new members who purchase our yearly membership in the next 48 hours. Let's go over everything that's included in this package so you know exactly what you're getting. So first, when you purchase our yearly membership in the next 48 hours, you of course get unlimited access to the best tool to grow your business, which is That Clean Life. Your membership includes the ability to export materials for your clients like recipes, meal plans, lead magnets, group programs, everything that Abigail just showed you, all with your own logo, branding, business colors, all that good stuff on them. And our yearly membership also gives you access to hundreds, over 1,400 right now actually, of healthy recipes with professional photography that have been designed and tested by our in-house team of recipe developers. And all of those recipes can be customized to your needs, to your clients' needs, and we add new recipes every single week. So you never run out of inspiration, even if you're meal planning for people for years at a time on a weekly basis. So being a member means that you have access to over 50 of our pre-made meal plans. Those are what we call our programs. And each program comes with a meal plan, a grocery list, recipes, a prep guide that you have the ability to customize. And like with everything, you can customize anything however you want to. And just a few examples of the things that you are able to do once you become a member of That Clean Life are up on the screen right now. The world is full of possibilities, and it really opens up once you have That Clean Life as a tool. So we're really excited and always here to give you guidance and help you grow your business in the most fun and efficient way possible. You can do all kinds of stuff like meal planning on a subscription basis, running group programs like we talked about today, creating lead magnets, growing your email list. The sky is the limit, truly. And then on top of that, so when you join and on top of getting all of the features that you get access to for a full year with That Clean Life, when you purchase our yearly membership in the next 48 hours, we're going to throw in a copy of our course, which is called The Ultimate Guide to Growing Your Nutrition Business. And we're giving this to you because it goes way beyond group programs. I know that's what we talked about today, but it's not the only thing going on in your nutrition business. So we're going to teach you how to use That Clean Life to grow your business in a lot of different ways in this course. In module 1, we talk about how you can use That Clean Life to get more clients. In module 2, we show you how you can use That Clean Life to ensure an amazing client experience. In module 3, we outline how to use That Clean Life to scale your business using group programs, subscription or membership services. In module 4, we show you how to set your next steps by setting SMART goals in your business and laying out a plan of action. So this course contains literally all the lessons that you need to start growing your business using That Clean Life instantly. And the total value of the course is $200, but again, you get it totally free when you sign up for our yearly membership in the next 48 hours. But that's not it. So finally, when you sign up for our yearly membership in the next 48 hours, we're also giving you access to our group nutrition program planning tool and an evaluation of it. So this is an incredible planner designed by myself and Abigail to help you map out your group program launch strategy from start to finish, including the details, the dates, the price, your lead magnet, your program content, the upsell offer at the end, literally everything that you need to put this LCP strategy into action. And it makes sure you have everything covered. And then the best part is that the planner and everything that helps you get it mapped out. So once you've filled everything out, we are offering to review it ourselves to give you the support and feedback you need to really blow your program out of the water. So we send you this kit, you fill it out, you send it back to us and get feedback. This gives you strategic, personalized coaching to ensure that your launch doesn't fall flat. We'll catch those mistakes before you have to go through them. We have years of experience and expertise helping thousands of health professionals launch successful programs. So this offer is going to help you do the same thing and be our next success story. The group nutrition program planning tool with the evaluation is on its own valued at over $900, but we're giving that to you for free for new members who join with our yearly membership who've never taken any of our boot camps or courses in the past in the next 48 hours so you can hit the ground running. And here's a list of everything all tallied up that you get when you sign up for our yearly membership in the next 48 hours. When you add everything up, the total value of this package is $8,300. And let's be honest, if you hosted just one successful group program, let alone multiple successful group programs over the course of the year, you can see why people would invest $8,300 into a system like this, because at the end of the day, that Clean Life really doesn't cost you money. It's an investment and it makes you money. But great news, you can become a That Clean Life member for only $600 for the year. So if you were to hire the professionals to do all of this stuff for you, like graphic designers, a photographer, a recipe developer, a business coach, it could cost you way more. But That Clean Life is your all-in-one solution, and it is only $600 a year to join us. So if you're interested, let us know in the chat box. Is this an offer that you want to learn a little bit more about how to take advantage of? I'm going to let you guys know exactly what you need to do to get in on this. So right now, open up a new browser, type in thatcleanlife.com/pricing. Select the yearly membership, sign up, get started right now. And then once you've signed up for our yearly membership, you're going to get instant access to That Clean Life. We want to hook you up with the bonus offer. So email us to hello@thatcleanlife.com and request your copy of the ultimate guide to growing your nutrition business and your group nutrition program planning tool and the evaluation. And once you've done that, we will get everything to you. We are so pumped about this because we've never offered anything this personalized before. It's like getting a one-on-one business coaching session for free. So don't miss out, because this bonus is going to expire in 48 hours. And we can't guarantee that we're ever going to offer it again. And we're not going to be offering any extensions on this one. So you got to get in right now. And that's everything, guys. We made it. Thank you so much for coming out. We know that you have a ton of questions. So Abigail and I are going to open up that Q&A box right now. If you have questions, make sure that you drop them in there, and we're going to start going through and answering them.
Okay, guys. So first question, I see this coming up a lot in the chat. Could you talk about scope of practice when using That Clean Life? So no, we can't. So we stay away from giving any legal advice because it is so hard for us to say what you can and can't do, because it depends on your education, it depends where you live, and it depends on so many factors. So unfortunately, we can't give any legal advice regarding your scope of practice. Best information there, guys, will always be to talk to a lawyer or an attorney, or check with your regulatory body if you have one, or your school.
All right, next question is from Maddie. How do people come across your lead magnet if they aren't already going to your website? So we really recommend that you don't wait for people to stumble on your website to capture them as a lead. Writing blog posts about the same topic and the same problem that your lead magnet solves, and then sharing those blog posts all over your social media, talking about them constantly, that's going to get people onto your website, and that's where they'll get access to your lead magnet. So make sure that you make great content and share things.
Tammy's asking if there will be a replay. Yes, we will be emailing you a replay after this live event. And next question is from Miriam. Miriam's asking, how long do you keep the private Facebook group open for? Do you add the next challenge group to this Facebook group? You totally can. I'm a big fan of having just one group that you use for all your stuff, so that you don't have to constantly create groups and archive groups and all that. So you can definitely keep the same group, keep it open, keep providing value, right? Because guys, not everybody that participates in your free challenge is going to convert. So you might want to use that Facebook group to keep them engaged, keep providing them with value, keep in touch, because eventually they could convert into paying clients. So don't just write them off after your free challenge is done.
Question from Katie, do you recommend not announcing the group program until the end of the challenge? That is how we recommend doing it. Focus on the challenge first, get people pumped up about the challenge, get them excited, keep them engaged in the challenge. And then once that's done, then you announce your program when they have a little bit more time to focus on it, get excited about that, and then sign up.
And guys, I see a lot of questions. I'm looking in the Q&A box, just so you guys know. Ashley and I aren't in the chat box anymore, but I see a lot of stuff happening in the chat. Just know that if you want us to answer your questions, please type those into the Q&A box, because that's where we see them and that's where we can keep track. Otherwise, in the chat keeps rolling and we can't keep track of them there. Okay. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there.
No worries. I got another question from Lisa.
Okay, perfect.
So she's asking, how do you recommend delivering your program? And I think we touched on this. So it totally depends on where you're at. You can do it as simply as just emailing out the resources to your program. You don't need any fancy tech tools. But if you're in a place where you want to use more fancy tech tools, there's options for that, like Kajabi, Teachable, different websites that can help you deliver your content. Practice Better is another really good one. But don't be intimidated. Email is just fine.
Heather's asking, what would the timeline be? This is a really great question, and this is where our planning tool that we're offering you in the bonus comes in really handy, because we outline the timeline. It takes about 6 weeks from start to finish. So we recommend you create your lead magnet, promote your lead magnet, create your free challenge while you're promoting your lead magnet, run your free challenge, promote your paid program, and then run your program. So that's 6 weeks when you rotate back and forth, creating, promote, create, promote, create, promote, and then run. So that's all outlined for you in the bonus offer. And we help you assign dates and everything so you can have a timeline and keep really organized.
Emily is asking, what's the difference in what I'm doing in the program versus the challenge besides the length of time? So I think that the best way to think of it is that in your challenge, you're making one promise to your participants that can be attained in a short period of time. With your full program, you've got a bit more time, so you might want to make a bigger promise, right? So someone's not going to lose a bunch of weight in 5 days, but maybe they will be able to say that they feel a little bit more energy in 5 days. So just be realistic with the promises that you're making. Make sure it all ties back to one specific problem, but think about solving it in chunks, and your free challenge is solving the smallest possible chunk of that problem.
Noah's asking, do you have ready-made programs to target clients with specific illnesses? So I didn't show you guys while we were inside of That Clean Life, but we do have pre-made programs. If you want to check out these pre-made programs, they're all listed at thatcleanlife.com/programs. There's a full list, full breakdown of descriptions of all those. So those are all at thatcleanlife.com/programs.
Michelle's asking, any tips or suggestions on where to apply the lead magnet once you have your lead magnet and challenge and program ready to go? Yeah, so I think probably you asked this question before we showed that slide with the full list of places to promote your lead magnet. You can go back to that in the replay to check that out. And we also have, if you just Google That Clean Life lead magnet, a whole book full of ideas about how to promote your lead magnet. So we've got you covered there.
Okay, Julia's asking, can we search the recipes based on special diets like vegan, keto, paleo, AIP? Yes, you can. So I think I showed searching by meal type like breakfast, but you can also search for meals based on the diet. So yes, we have vegan, keto, paleo, AIP. We have low FODMAP, low glycemic, sugar-free, gluten-free, dairy-free, nut-free, basically anything free, any major like diet that you can think of, we have tagged for you so you can quickly find those recipes, because we're serving nutrition professionals that are working with a wide variety of clients. So we try to make that as easy as possible for you. So yeah, those tags are there for you. If there's any more specific ones that you want to know about, just ask away.
Kate's asking, can we use our own recipes, our own photos in recipes? And if we do they get added to your database? So you can add your own recipes, you can add your own photos to whatever you like. And anything you add to your account is totally private. It doesn't get added to any central place where everyone can access it. So no worries there. Everything you put into that Clean Life is totally private.
That kind of answers the next questions about, can you upload your own recipes as well? Yes, you can. So with that Clean Life, you have access to our database of recipes, but then you can also enter your own recipes as well. You have access to your own private recipe box where you can input your own recipes. And yes, when you enter your own recipes, you can upload a photo and we analyze the nutrition information for you.
Michelle's asking, is there a template for the grocery tips, shopping tips? Yes. So we do have a snippet, it's called, that introduces your meal plan to new clients. So it just walks them through how to read the meal plan, how to understand leftovers, shopping tips, and all of that is saved in that Clean Life under our snippet. So you can just put their name in, put all that information in, and send it to them easily.
Taylor is asking how to combine the weekly PDFs. So Taylor, if you're a member of That Clean Life, even if you're not, if you go to help.thatcleanlife.com and just search combine PDFs, we have a whole help article that shows you, that walks you through how to do that.
A question from Gabby about collections. Are they mainly used to create recipe books or lead magnets? So collections are first and foremost a way to organize recipes or meal plans. You can create a collection for anything. You can also export a collection, so you can make a recipe book with up to 50 recipes. So that's a really easy way to make your recipe book lead magnet, if that's what you're thinking.
All right, so Noah's asking, how can I build an email list from scratch? I don't have ideal contacts. So if you're starting from scratch, you'll need a lead magnet, and we kind of went over that all. So we'll be sending you out a replay, so you'll want to go back to the lead magnet section and review that, because that's the best way to build your email list, is with a lead magnet.
Yes. Okay. So Rochelle's asking about the bonus offer. So can we elaborate on reviewing the program once you submit it? So when you sign up in the next 48 hours and you get the group nutrition program planning tool, it's a fillable PDF that's going to ask you a bunch of different questions, help you map out your program, help you set dates. Once you've filled it out completely, so basically you've put together your marketing strategy, you've planned everything out for your group program, all of the details are laid out, then you can send that to us for feedback on that plan. So we'll just share our experience, let you know if maybe your lead magnet needs to be a little bit more specific to your niche market or any problems that we see, so that you get an evaluation. But what you're sending in, that's your plan to go forward with. So this is still requires you to take action, and then we'll just help make sure that the action you're taking gets you the best possible result.
Okay, guys, we have 1 minute left, so I'm going to take one more question. Next question is from Tracy. Where do you get your nutrient information from? So all of our nutrition information is pulled in from the USDA Food Composition Database. That is where the nutrition information comes. So when you're matching an ingredient or pulling it in, that's where it's being pulled from. And you can always go to that to search ingredients and see the whole shebang there. Okay. I think that will wrap it up. That's an hour. We told you we'd only keep you for an hour today, guys. This has been a lot. We have shown you so much today. We've shown you exactly our favorite strategy for how to create and launch your next group nutrition program. How did you guys find today's class? Did you like it? Let us know in the chat. Let us know if you'd like to see more classes like this in the future, or other topics you want us to cover related to That Clean Life. We're seriously so pumped to have you guys here today and to have shared all of this with you. And remember, it's only good if you take action. So remember, that bonus offer that we presented is available to new members of That Clean Life if you join in the next 48 hours. So if you're interested in that, go to thatcleanlife.com/pricing, sign up for our business yearly membership and send us an email so we can get you hooked up with those bonus offers. And that's it for today, guys. Let's leave it there. We won't take up any more of your time. We hope you're feeling great. We hope you're feeling excited, and we hope you're ready to take everything you've learned and use it to take your business to the next level. Guys, January is going to be a big month. A lot of people are coming back from the holidays. They're ready to make changes. They're ready to reach their goals. So that's why we're presenting this to you today on November 12th. So you have lots of time to get ready, to plan it all out, and to be ready to hit the ground running in January, if not earlier. So let's do this, guys. We're really excited to see how you take this. We'd love for you to be one of our next success stories. So if you do take it and do awesome things with us, let us know. And yeah, we'll end it there. Thanks everybody for coming out today. Thank you, Ashley, for being so awesome. And we'll talk to you all soon. Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.